Hi, my name is Georgi and now I'm doing the Postimees news brief for the 24th of May. Here is the newspaper and I'm doing that broadcast from the Estonian newspaper, translating the main points mainly from the Estonian news. So let's go! The main headlines are connected with the local elections in Tallinn city government, and also one article about collection agencies in Estonia. So the second page is the main topic of today's newspaper, that who is going to win the local elections. Up until now it has been the center party Keskerakond, and actually most likely they will still win, although other parties would like also to get their mayor elected, so they are doing some combinations. But actually one of my favorite politicians is the mayor of Tallinn, the now mayor of Tallinn, Mihhail Kõlvart. So let's see how it goes, but he is the most popular up until now. He has 43.4% support, and second politician has support only 17.6% from the Reform Party. So let's see how it goes. Very important from today, also there are some big developments regarding the restrictions. Some restrictions for COVID restrictions are lifted concerning going to cinema. So now with the 50% capacity and up to 200 people can visit cinemas, and also restaurants can also be visited, not only the outside terraces but also inside. Also have restrictions that half of it and no more than 6 people should sit in one table. Little bit of but the restrictions are getting eased, so that's very positive. Then we have an ad, one unfortunate article that young people are trying prescription drugs. One kid has died. The interesting in that article is that kids are mixing prescription drugs, which are by surprise given by local doctors. So this has to be really investigated. And they had used some automated hotel without which does not have any people working there. I think I know, they did not mention exactly which hotel it is, but I think I know which one it is. So this is really problem. They use it like because there is no oversight, and one of the kids had died of overdose of these prescription pills. So really big problem. Also a big article about Belarusian politician who was his name Ramen Prachevich, who was actually like kidnapped from this airplane which was due to land in Vilnius, and was intercepted by Belarusian like airplanes and made to land in Belarus, where he was arrested. So this is really horrible. So the civil aviation is even looks in that kind of political things, which like. But Belarus is a dictatorship. Anyhow, it's we have to do something. We have to end that. A positive note that Estonian Krisli Melesk, Estonian woman climber, has gotten to the highest peak of Jomolungma. Lately it was like yesterday or something. a big article about Lucian tea snails. It is like a foreign species to Estonia, and they have like really they're making a big mess in the ecosystem. So people are trying to collect them and exterminate them. So you see, it's a big problem because this is a huge article. See, a full-page article about Lucian tea snails. I think I made a video last year in the spring about those. So it's possible to kill them, but you have to find them, and they're really invasive species. So there are some articles about foreign policy, and a big article about COVID green passports, which are now going to be tested, and that Estonians have also made like a QR code green passport where you can prove that you are either vaccinated or you have had the COVID this disease, so you can travel more freely. And in this article they say that no matter what, you should really even if you have this QR code already, you should check if the other country accepts that, or you still need to make the PCR test or whatever. So it is not a guarantee that it's going to work. Still new thing. So a big article about the collection agencies, full page article, that a lot of the collection agencies in Estonia, they're using the fact that people don't know their rights. So if you have a thing with the collection agencies, you better consult a lawyer, because they can trick you in some ways to agree paying more than you should pay. So a small article about the fact that there are more car users in Estonia. So for the last 20 years, which is more or less how many years Estonia is independent, it has the car usage has increased a lot. Just a moment. The car usage has doubled during the last 20 years, and 14% of the costs are connected with the transportation, and people are using less public transportation and are walking less. So it's 14% is quite a lot. So if you're paying so much for fuel and for to lease yourself a new car, it's like stupid. Don't do that. It obviously will keep a lot of people poor, because you pay, it's too much. That's why I don't have a car at the moment. I don't need it. And I use this segue, so follow my example. So alternative foods are getting up to speed. Article that this Swedish company Oatly, which makes different kind of milks from oats, as the name says, is now valued at 13 billion in the US stock exchange, and that the different kind of companies are also, even those who are like making meat products, they're also now making alternatives, mainly to lower the carbon footprint, and to have alternative foods which have less carbon footprint, and also there are concerns about the welfare of the animals. By the way, I was also a vegetarian for some time, and maybe in the future I can switch back. Actually, it had a lot of health benefits, but I myself stopped that because it was kind of difficult I had always to explain to people that okay, fish is also meat, so I don't eat either fish, and I had to cook myself to have like a healthy meal, because that's how it was. But I felt really well, so maybe in the future. Also an article about the Iron Dome in Israel, this technological system which they use to prevent rockets landing in Israel, and which it's a very in-depth article. But so maybe Estonia also needs to have some kind of protection against rockets, because as it appears, those rockets used by Palestinians are maybe they're old Soviet-made rockets. But that was kind of interesting article. So about Eurovision, really interesting that maybe that's a new quality after this Eurovision. By the way, did you like the Italian band Maneskin, which won? I think it was cool. It was like the rock will never die. Rock and roll will never die. So also an article about the fact that they're opening the cinemas in Estonia, and some suggestions of which movies to go and see. I think I'm going to see this Nomad Land, which was by the director Chloe Zhao, and who won Oscar. So I think I'll go take a look at that. Then the last sports section is about our rally star Estonian Ott Tänak, who is competing with Hyundai. They had some misfortunes, but otherwise they're getting better and quicker. So let's see how this goes. And that was it. If you like it, like and subscribe, share, and see you in the next video.